Charles Bursell, and this is Stream of Consciousness Talk Radio Theater. Gender. Gender is going away. The divide with men on one end, women on the other, that strict divide is going away. Whether we like it or not, some people are going to fight against this. I personally am fine with it, but I'm a libertarian lefty, and I know I'm not in the majority, so a lot of people are going to be upset about this. Some people already are. So how are we going to adapt to this new genderless world, or if not genderless, at least gender fluid? As far as I'm concerned, the only solution is just to be cool with it, you know? But again, I know I'm in a minority. I know I live in a real world with other people, and there's public policy and, you know, all of this and social mores and blah, blah, blah. All right, so this is what I want you to help me with today. As usual, I'm looking for your help. I seek your guidance. I seek your light. I'm just a poor soul searching for truth in this world. So gender today. And before we get into the meat of things, and as always, I invite your calls, let's get our terminology straight. It's kind of silly that in this day and age we have to go through this. Call me if you think I've made any mistakes here, but just the basic terminology. Sex, gender, and preference. Sex is basically when you're born, do you have a penis or a vagina? That's your sex. You're a male or a female. As opposed to gender, which is how you identify either as a man or a woman. And then, of course, sexual preference is basically who do you want to boink? Who are you going to have that special romantic love with? And all three of these things, sex, gender, and sexual preference, the people who know about these things, scientists and biologists, tell us that it's all kind of natural and it's all on a spectrum. You can be born with a penis or a vagina or both or neither or part of one. And I mean, it's rare, but it happens. Gender's certainly on a spectrum, and as is preference. So those are the three things. Mostly I want to talk about gender today, but certainly sexual preference and sex itself are going to get conflated. No, we're talking about gender.
Oh, this hot dog is delicious. Pass me the salsa, please.
Salsa on a hot dog? Gosh, Norman, you're so twisting of the norms.
That's what I do. I twist up the norms like this napkin. Twist the dickens out of it.
All right. Just settle down. I'll get you your salsa.
Thank you. I appreciate it. I could use
Here you go.
right now. Just a little dab. It's all I need is a dab.
I'm just going to stick with the catsup, if that's all right with you.
Cat soup? Oh, it's so pedestrian.
You always did have a unique way of pronunciating things.
Well, I always spelled cat with a K.
Okay. Well, how was work today, darling?
Oh, work. Well, we drove some things around, and we had a race with the fork trucks down, the middle of the aisle 10, where all the TVs are.
Oh, you got some salsa on your shirt, sweetheart. I just washed that.
What are you doing washing my shirts? Every time you do, they shrink. And then you tell me I'm getting fat.
I don't know. You say it one way, I see it the other way.
Look, I can fit 3 hot dogs in this one bun. Isn't this awesome?
Okay.
America.
I've been meaning to talk to you about your plans, your future, when you're going to move out of your darling mother's house because she loves you, and by she I mean me, and I'm just ready to maybe move into a condo or something.
Hey, what?
Who is hungry for some more hot dog? Oh, Norm, you got some schmutz on your face.
I'm
Let me get
schmutzing
that
it up today.
off.
Oh, okay, thanks.
Here you go, Isabel.
Oh, thank you, Fran.
You're welcome. What are you two talking about?
Well, Ma thinks that I shouldn't have salsa on hot dogs, and I pronounce cat soup wrong, and she's moving out. She's leaving us.
Oh,
Well, that's not what I meant, Franny. I meant that you and I would stay, and maybe he would leave.
Oh, that
What?
that would be so good for you. That would be so good for you. You've been so
But then why'd you bring out this tray of
pasty.
hot dogs if you want me to leave?
Well, I thought Isabel and I could sit down and shove some dogs into our mouths together.
And I don't mean leaving right now. I mean, like, for the future, moving out.
Isabel, if you're
yeah,
gonna
yeah.
make a
Sure, in
point,
the
make a
future.
point. No, pack up your
What?
Isabel and I are gonna go to town on these hot dogs together.
I think you're being a little harsh, Franny.
Oh, yeah.
Oh, honey. Franny doesn't mean it.
You don't tell me what I mean, Isabel. Tell you what, these hot dogs, they're my hot dogs.
No!
Both of you pack up your shit and get out of here.
Well, she does this from time to time. So let's just go get some hot dogs at...
Oh, yeah. Let's go to Wally's Wiener World.
Yeah. And we'll sort this all out.
Okay.
Tell Wally I said hello.
Hi, you're on the air.
Hello.
Yes, hello, hi.
My name
Wow.
is Sam.
Hello, Sam.
Hi.
I love this. I love doing this podcast.
And
I can't tell you how much I love this.
I love this show theme
You love the show theme. Okay, I'm going to help people understand.
because I have a business.
You have a business.
Yes.
What is your business, Sam?
I sell gender fluid.
Gender fluid?
Yes.
What is gender fluid?
You drink it?
Okay, it's something you drink, and it makes your gender more fluid?
Charles.
Yes.
I just mailed you some the other week.
Oh,
Because I knew you were going to do this show.
okay.
And it should arrive any moment, and then you can try it.
Oh, great, okay.
Compliments. Let me know how you like it. I'll call again later.
All right. So some gender fluid is, as we speak, on its way. So I'll be watching. I'll be watching for that. Yeah, we're talking about gender. Let's start with something really easy. I think this is an easy one. The whole bathroom debate. Boom, done. Just take it away. It just needs to go away right now. Everybody in, everybody all in. It doesn't matter. I've been inside a lot of restrooms in my life, as I'm sure you have. Everyone's been in public restrooms, especially in men's rooms. You don't see a penis in a men's room. If to see one, you got to be trying really, really hard. You don't even see your own penis. You just go by memory. You use your hands and you look at the wall, or you look at the tile, or you look at the ceiling. You got to be trying really hard to see naked people in a bathroom. We have a caller. Hi.
Look, I appreciate what you're doing, but look, I just got laid off, and I was shift manager at the bathroom sign factory.
Bathroom sign factory. Okay.
And now that you goddamn lefty libertarians
Yeah.
are doing away with who goes into what door, people like me, good, hard-working Americans, are losing their jobs.
You know, it might be good for your business, actually. You'll have to
what
You'll have to
ways?
make new signs.
That was our specialty.
You have to say, like, everybody welcome, or just come and have at it.
We can't spell words. We
Come
were
on
good with
in.
images.
Oh, even better.
Stick figures and stick figures with dresses. Those were the only die lines we had.
Well, I'm trying to put a positive spin on this for you. I'm really trying to keep this happy and go lucky. Come up with new designs. It'll be fun. It'll be a challenge.
Why don't you tell my boss that? He literally just kicked me out of the door.
Okay, put him on the line.
Okay, here he is. Let me talk.
All right.
Okay.
All right, I'm talking to the boss now.
What?
So
What the hell is this? Who is this?
This is Charles Bursell. You're speaking with, you're on the air right now. It's Stream of Consciousness Talk Radio Theater. I understand you make signs for bathrooms.
Oh, yes. Are you interested in bathroom signage? We have all the varieties.
Well, I didn't actually make the call. I'm not in the market myself, but I'm just wondering.
You're wasting my time.
Oh.
What do you need?
Well, I wanted to ask you, what about the new designs for the new everybody in the pool bathrooms?
What? Everybody in the pool. Look,
well,
if you
I'm
want
just- I'm
pool
being-
signage, you got to call the pool store.
I'm
This is
just-
bathroom signage only. We have all the varieties.
I'm
All
just
two
taking-
of them.
I'm just taking creative
We
liberties.
got the
with-
stick figure and the stick figure with a dress. Which one do you want? Let me know.
All right,
We got
well-
it in blue and we got it in red.
All right, put the other guy back online. I didn't get I didn't get his name. I'm sorry. What was your name?
See, didn't you believe me? That's the only goddamn thing we can do.
Yeah, well, you got a small-minded boss there.
This is Franklin.
All right, thanks for the call, Franklin. All right, we got a challenge put out to the listeners. We got to come up with some new designs, some fun, wonderful, creative designs. But yeah, the whole bathroom thing. What was the original reason? Tell me if I'm wrong, but it was just because of modesty and because of the fear of straight men attacking straight women. And there is the whole rape culture thing, which I want to be very respectful about, because that's a real deal. I don't know if is that in today's society, when rape culture is a real thing, does that mean we still need to separate?
Gladys, never, ever, ever go into the men's restroom. I told you not to do that, darling, because men do not like to have their penises seen by females.
Oh gosh, Mom, there's all these stalls. It's fine. There was a line like 50 people long at the women's room.
I don't care. Men get very, 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 very upset if you look at their penises.
I wasn't looking at no penises, Mom.
Mm-hmm.
Hey, Dad.
Yeah, son.
I was in the bathroom today,
Mm-hmm.
and this woman she just came in and she looked at my penis.
Okay, so did you say hi?
With my penis?
Your penis can't talk. Come on. Speak sense. No, with your mouth.
My penis's mouth? How am I supposed
Son.
to interact with a woman, Dad?
You speak just like you're talking to me. You just talk just as easy as
Through
you're talking
my
to me.
penis?
I don't understand what you're conflating here. Just because your zipper's open doesn't
My
mean all.
penis is conflating, Dad. All this penis talk is make my penis conflated.
Son, well, maybe you should just simmer down, take a cold shower, get your hands out of your pockets.
A penis shower?
Speak sense.
Dad, I did get her number, so maybe I'll meet up with her later and have her look at it
Well,
again.
What's the problem? What's the issue? Oh, you just let me get you a trophy. I understand. You're bragging.
A penis trophy?
Yes, son. I have a penis trophy. I made it out of a condom.
Sir, presumably, sir, just by your shoes, could you pass me some toilet paper under the stall?
With my penis? What am I supposed to do?
With your hands. This one's out. I'm sorry. I don't mean to impose on your alone time in the restroom. It's just you are in the stall.
That's
I'm in the
fine.
stall.
I was just sitting here with my conflated penis trophy. Okay, here you go. Here's the toilet paper.
Thank you so much.
You brushed my penis. My penis is conflating.
I don't even know what to say to you anymore.
That's why women shouldn't be in the men's bathroom.
It's Stream of Consciousness Talk Radio Theater. Charles Bursell here. I don't want to spend the whole half hour on bathrooms and penises. Our topic is gender, and I want to get to other things. But I do have one more story that I want to share with you because it's one of my favorite stories. And this will be the end of our bathroom penis stories. I was 10 years old, and I was very short for my age. And the Green Bay Packers of the NFL, in the off season, they would send maybe 10 or 12 of their players out, and they would play charity basketball games against, whoever the town put together. In my case, in my little hometown, I'm 10 years old, it's teachers from the school district. So I go to see my heroes, the Green Bay Packers. This is a true story, and I love it. And they're playing a charity game against my teachers. So that's great. Okay. So after the game, I'm in the boys' restroom at the high school, and one of the players on the team, on the Packers team, those of you who know football will know this name, Ray Nitschke. He was a great, great middle linebacker. I think he was, in fact, voted like the best middle linebacker of the first 50 years of the NFL. Anyway, my hero and a great, great NFL star. So I'm in the bathroom, I'm in the boys' room, doing my business, standing at the urinal. Again, I'm very short for my age. And I sense this sort of shadow looming over me, and I see something out of the corner of my eye, and I look to my left, and there's Ray Nitschke's penis. Because he was that much bigger than me. His penis was kind of at my eye level. So I said earlier, you never see a penis in the bathroom. But I did. I saw Ray Nitschke's penis. That's how I met him. And of course, I looked up. He didn't say anything. I didn't say anything because, as I said before, you never, ever talk in a bathroom. But I just thought I'd share that story because it was a fond memory.
In weather today, there's a dark cloud looming over the city. And here to speak to that dark cloud is local cloudist Marissa Duclude.
Thank you for having me on the show, Frederick.
Thank you for coming in, Marissa. Now, we have this looming cloud, and people are scared. People are concerned. They've never seen a cloud so big or so dark before.
Yeah, I knew this time would come when gender oppression became visible. And so we see it over the city now, and that's what people are feeling. They can just finally see it, the patriarchy. hovering over the city like a dark cloud.
I'm just getting word that the cloud is now dumping its gender fluid on people. And we have people concerned. We have a concerned citizen here. What are your thoughts on this gender fluid looming from these dark clouds?
Well, in my scientific opinion, it's freaking me the hell out, frankly. I don't know what to make of this gender fluidity.
Marissa, any comments on what to make of this gender fluidity?
Oh, I would not trust gender fluid pouring out of a cloud of patriarchy. My guess is that it'll put everybody more into gender boxes rather than create any fluidity. But I guess we'll have to see how it unravels.
Great thoughts. We're finally getting connected to gender fluid inventor Sam. She's here to speak more towards her gender fluid that she has injected into the sky and is enforcing upon people now. Sam.
Hi, so good to speak with you. I'm actually really excited about all of this. You see, my factory, it got too hot, and all of the fluid evaporated and traveled 45 miles and landed just above the downtown of this fine man city, and now everyone will get to have a taste of gender fluid.
Well, there you have it, folks. 3 guests who are just very disparate in their opinions, and there's nothing that we can do about anything. Tune in next week to see how we're handling this gender fluid.
Oh, it's delicious.
Stream of Consciousness Talk Radio Theater. I'm looking out my window right now, and yeah, the UPS guy is walking up the. Yeah, there he is. UPS is here. Yeah, come on in.
Oh, thanks, man.
So I was expecting a package from this Sam. Is that what that is?
Oh, I can't read. I can carry, though.
All right, well, just set it right there. Boy, it's more than I expected. It's a lot of. Let me open this up.
Do you still want me to hang out for a second, or can I go back to my truck?
I'm sorry. No, stick around.
Oh, sweet.
In fact, I probably shouldn't do it because I'm on the air, but I wonder if you'd be willing. I'm pulling out here. It's Sam's gender fluid. Would you mind taking a big swig of this for me?
Oh, yeah, let me just get down on my knees, and I'll cock my neck back, and you dump it in there.
Well, I'd rather that you do it yourself. I'd be more comfortable.
So where are the video cameras at? Are we doing this POV style, or what's happening?
Wow, you're willing.
This is just another day in the life of a UPS deliverer, man.
Okay. All right, you're willing. All right, so here, I'll open it up for you.
Okay. Hold on, let me take my shirt off.
Oh, well, that's not necessary, but I guess it's all right.
Sure. While I'm there, might as well just keep going with the pants.
All right. So here's the bottle of gender fluid. It's kind of blue. It looks almost kind of like Gatorade. Why don't you take a big swig of that for me?
Okay.
Sam, if you're still listening, why don't you give us a call, and you can tell us what to expect here from the gender fluid. What's your UPS guy? What's your name?
I wasn't given one.
You weren't given one at birth?
Not by you, not for this film. I'm really confused here. Who am I supposed to be? You don't know if it's POV style or what's going on here.
Let's call you Johnny UPS. Johnny, what are you feeling? Oh, we have Sam back on the line. What should Johnny be feeling with this gender fluid?
At first, he should be confused.
Well, he came in confused.
Yeah, I'm a little bit confused. Are you talking to a donkey on the line?
It's working.
And then the subject should regress a little bit.
He should regress is what
No,
you
I
said?
feel gressled, I think is what she said.
And then the voice
the voice
of the subject's father usually comes to fore.
The voice of the subject's father.
Son, I've been meaning to tell you about all those penis jokes and that trophy. I hope it's... And you've become a fine UPS delivery. Why is your clothes off?
Why is my clothes off? I'll tell you why my clothes is off, Dad. Because he never taught me no better.
And you never gave him a name.
You never gave me a name.
As I understand it.
I don't know what to do with my penis in bathrooms.
Well, now I can understand.
Son,
I got weirdos asking me for packages and for me to take my clothes off and put their juice into my mouth.
But I'm proud of you, son. You've made something of yourself.
And then
Oh, there's Sam again. Okay.
There's a donkey in this house?
I
kind
don't
of guy?
know.
Who
Nobody
is this?
answered that question.
The voice of the mother.
I'm sorry. What? Oh, the voice of the mother.
My sweet child, I'm sorry I died while birthing you.
I can't harbor any hate for you, Ma. I love you.
I would have named you Philip, just for the record.
Philip
Well, yeah,
My name?
we had a falling out on that issue, actually.
is Phil.
Well, whatever you
Phil.
want at this point.
Philip? Phyllis? I'm starting to feel different.
Oh, there it is. Sam, it's working.
Phil.
Phyllis.
Call
All
me
right.
Phil.
He came in with no name. Then he was given the name Philip, and now he's leaving as Phyllis.
Hey, thanks, man.
All right. This is good. All right. Bye, guys. Thanks for dropping in. We're talking about gender today. As gender becomes more fluid, we have to make decisions within families, within private organizations, and as it pertains to all of us together, public policy. This isn't public policy, but what's going to happen when, say, Matt Damon announces, you know what? I've always been a woman, really, and I'm going to go public with it. And then he goes through the full transition, and next year he wins an Academy Award as Best Actress, right? Okay, well, that's fine with me.
And here we have the selections for Best Person on screen. And our winner is Jay Morris. Come on up, Jay.
Thank you so much. Wow, this is quite an honor. I did not think I was going to win. Now that the categories are combined, it's just like so many more choices than before. This is my first time I've ever been eligible, since I use they, them, their pronouns, gender nonconforming, as all of you, my fans, know. And so I just want to say thank you for this award. Thank you for opening up the opportunity to everybody on a fluid gender identity scale, not just a dichotomous man and woman, but everything along the spectrum. Thanks to my partner, Rena, and to the cast and crew and the director. She was amazing, and I really couldn't have done this work without the support of all my fans.
We're talking about gender today, and I'll be honest, I'm having a little bit of a hard time because for me, it's so easy. Let me hold that thought. It looks like we have a caller. Hi.
Hi, Charles. My name is Selena, and I always harbored a lot of negative feelings towards this scout separation of boys and girls. When I was maybe 4 or 5, I went to this big Boy Scout jamboree with like my parents and my brother, and I watched him as he, built a fire and went hiking in the woods and built this chair to carry somebody out if they had gotten hurt on a hike. And I looked at my mom the next morning and said, I want to be a Boy Scout. She said, well, the Girl Scouts are here. Let me bring you over to them. So she brought me over to this blanket on the ground, and I sat down, and they passed me a colorful kitchen sponge and 2 googly eyes and pipe cleaners and a pencil,
Right.
and we made puppets. And then I stayed in Girl Scouts till I was a freshman in high school. And we went camping a little bit, but only in cabins, and it was not really the experience that I was looking for.
I don't know what to tell you except to thank you for sharing your story, because it's a real thing. And Boy Scouts and Girl Scouts, of course, are a private organization, so all we can do is try to encourage them.
Well, there are Adventure Scouts now,
Yeah.
and that is a group of mixed gender. Anybody can do it, and they do more of the rigorous outdoor people stuff.
Yeah.
So I think if I ever have kids, that's what I'm thinking
Cool.
for both my kids.
I like it. Thanks, Selena. Yeah, the sooner the better. The sooner the better we transition to this world. A new level to the word transition. We all have to transition into a new world. We only have a couple minutes left in the show. What I'd like to end with, in a previous show, we debuted our Story Slam. Well, we had a second Story Slam recently, and I brought in some tape from that, and I have 4 one-minute stories on the topic of gender. Let's listen to our first story on the topic of gender at our SCTRT Story Slam.
Hi, my name's Bob, and I was in the Navy for 40 years, and I was overseas, and I saw this guy walking around, and he had shoe polish on his head to make it look like hair because he was balding, and I loved this guy. I wanted to be like him when I grew up and became a man, and he wore a sarong, and that's where I learned the word sarong. It's the first time I'd ever seen one. Was his long skirt down to his feet, and it was the coolest thing I ever saw. I wanted to be like that guy, so I started wearing one around the submarine, and well, it didn't go over that well.
I was the only girl on an all-boys Little League team, and I was not very good at baseball. And so I would go up, and I'd usually swing and get fouls, or I'd just count on being walked to first base if I was ever going to get on base. Otherwise, I'd strike out. And one of my best games, by the way, my baseball team was the Padres, so can't get any more gender conforming than being on a team called the Fathers and being the only girl. And so I was swinging, and I got 3 balls and 2 strikes, and the boy on the pitcher's mound was really angry, and you could hear people from the sidelines yelling like, "You can't get a girl on first base again," and he had walked me the first time, so he was feeling pretty angry, and he pitched the ball right at my face, knocked me out, and I never played baseball again.
Hello, my name is Tim, and just wanted to talk about gender today. Growing up as a young boy in the Boy Scouts, we were forced to go on hikes and build fires and build chairs to carry people out if they were hurt. You know, I didn't know if I was in the Boy Scouts or at a Jewish ceremony sometimes, but that's neither here nor there. All I really wanted to do was just grab a dish sponge and throw googly eyes on things, but instead I was forced to maul a bear and build fires. And that's not what life is about. Life's about sponges and googly eyes.
So back in 2005, I was in a drag show, but I didn't understand what a drag show was. A drag show was, by the definition of this drag show, a bunch of drag queens getting all mean with each other and flaunting themselves, whereas I just dressed up as Rocky Raccoon and did a vaudeville performance of Rocky Raccoon stepped into his room only to find Gideon's Bible, and Rocky had come equipped with a gun to shoot down the last of his rival. But his rival, it seems, had stolen his dreams by stealing the girl of his fancy. Her name was McGill. She called herself Lil, but everyone knew her as Nancy.
Stream of Consciousness Talk Radio Theater. The SCTRT players, Krista Jarzinski, Anja, not Anja Seeger, The Scrouse, and Jonathan Wachala. Music by Peter Donalds. You can find us on all your favorite apps and platforms, including Apple Podcasts, iTunes, all of that. Just search for Charles Bursell Presents. Or even easier, go to the website, charlesbursell.com. You'll find all the links and all the shows. All right, happy gender bending. See ya.